Good morning, and thank you for tuning in. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Okay, so as you probably saw, I was having some internet issues this morning. So rather than to go live and have everything spotty, I know how frustrating that is. So I decided to record the video instead because you're going to love this card, and I didn't want it to be frustrating for you. So we are going to get started. Don't forget to check out the Stampersdelight shop.com, where you can find that mug that I just had, the grab your coffee, grab your tea, or other stamping apparel. Also, don't forget to check out my online fun fold class with Encircled in Nature for April. You still have a few days to sign up for that. Okay, I'm going to flip the camera. We're going to get started. I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but I asked what everybody wanted to see. Everybody wanted to see new products, and let's just tell you what it is, the Unbound Beauty on page 54, if you have a catalog, is what won out. So let me show you this beautiful suite, which has 2 stamp sets and dies. So mine are a mess because I've been playing with them. We have a lot of these sentiment dies. And that's the Unbound Love. And then we have the more intricate dies with the Flowers of Beauty. I love this stamp set. It's got lots of sentiments and beautiful flowers. And of course, the designer series paper. Let's just grab that. Designer series paper and the glitter paper. And you can see I have mine in my 12 by 12 folders. Those are from Stamp and Storage. That's how I keep mine. So let me show you a couple of samples first. And the samples, I also am using the new dotted circle 3D embossing die, embossing folder. Everybody asked how big that is. It's approximately 6 by 8, I believe. It's a very large embossing folder. So the first card I want to show you that I had done with this is the trellis card. And then what I did was, because there's so many sentiment dies here, I wanted to show you the different dies with all those sentiments. And of course, I did it in all the new colors. I did put these on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. So I was showcasing all those beautiful dies with the sentiments and all the beautiful new colors. Again, thank you for coming back. I used to get so frustrated over the internet when I would go live, but that's, you know, that's technology for you. So we have all of these. I mean, I did use 2 pieces of the designer series paper for all of those, but so that was to showcase all of the sentiment dies. And then I did another one with the 2 pieces that I had left over, and of course I stamped and use the new blends with this one. This is the one I used with the dotted circle, which I absolutely love, the white on white with just a pop of color. So those are my samples. I do have one more sample to show you when we're done with this card. So what I'm going to do, and again, all of this will be on my newsletter later today. So you will be able to download a PDF for the card that I'm going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have 2 pieces of the new summer shade. I cut that in half, and that is 4 1/4 by 11. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. And what you're going to do is I'm going to bring this down a little bit here. You're going to score this in half. So that's scoring at the 5.5 mark for both of those. I don't know what happens on Fridays. Fridays used to be a great day to go live. Friday morning, the internet was great. And the last 2 Fridays, I've had issues. So, and unfortunately, I'm not that great at figuring that out. You're going to take one of those, and you are going to score that at 2 3/4. You want to give it a really good scoring. So this one is going to go this way. So you're going to have a flap there. Now, a lot of you have been asking me about the mat, the glass mat. We haven't heard anything about that yet. I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to grab my stamp and seal. I'm going to put quite a bit on this. I want to make sure it sticks. And then I am going to line that up right here. So this is, you guessed it, an easel card. So the card will stand up like this. Then I'm going to bring in a piece of that beautiful new glitter paper, the Summer Shade. This is 4 by 5 1/4. I only need the outside edge. So what I like to do is grab my dies and cut the middle piece out. So I'm going to see how many I can get here. I only need that outer edge, so I think I can get both. Well, maybe not both. Let's see. Let's see if I can get 2 out of here. I'm going to angle that this way and this way. So I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine. I don't want to waste that beautiful glitter paper. So I'm going to bring those in. And because I only need the little outer edge, I think I can do this. Just be careful that you don't overlap your dies. I think I got it right there. And I am going to cut those out because I can use those for this card. So I'm just going to wheel that up. And wheel that back. Put those over here. Pull those out. Okay, we're going to be using that later. Let me just move my take your pick tool and get that one out. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, and share my videos. Okay, so that was cutting it a little close, but I think it'll work. The next piece that I have here is 3 3/4 by 5, and that's going to layer right inside there. You see, I only needed that little edge, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Look at, isn't this paper beautiful? I'm going to line that up right there. Now what I'm going to do is I have these thin little strips that I cut, and they're about 1/8 of an inch. Some might be thinner than the others. And I am going to layer this. I think I'll start, let's see, which way did I go with that? I did it this way. Okay, it doesn't really matter, but we're going to start here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to bring in my glue press. And this is from My Sweet Petunia. And I'm going to add some glue on that. And I'm going to layer that right there. I'm going to grab the next one. A lot of people ask me about casing my cards. Please case my cards and then tag me. Let me see how they look. Okay, and then I'll grab one more. These are long strips. I like to do them a little bit longer than I need. It's easier to cut them off. And I'm going to add that one right there. I'm getting glue on here, but I'll wipe that off. Then I have 3 more strips. Please, in the comments, if you have any questions, just ask. I will get back to you. I'm going to go this way. I'm sorry that it wasn't live this morning. And then I'm going to go this way. And one more. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for a second. And I need my, well, I don't have it. Let me grab a baby wipe since I don't have my chamois wet. Just so I could get that glue off there. I love this glass mat. I promise I will let you know if we hear any more about that. All right. Then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to trim that off. Now I have those pieces. Let's get those out of the way here. Don't need those sticking to everything. I'm going to bring in my card base again. Make sure this is dry. And that's going to go right inside here. You see where I'm going with this, right? I'm going to flip that over. I'm going to add some more Stampin' Seal. And before I close that up, I'm going to grab some of this ribbon. I think I will grab the Petunia Pop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this in a knot. Just like that. And I'm going to glue that right around here. I want that kind of in the center. A little bit more. There we go. And cut that off. Once I do that, I add a little more glue over that. And I'm going to layer that right in the center here. And there's the start of my trellis card. My trellis, I guess you could call it a trellis easel Z-fold card. So there's the start of my trellis. Now I'm going to take these pieces. I still need more. Got that one. And let's just, these are pretty intricate dies, but this falls out really nice. Somebody had asked me that. They really do fall out easy. I don't even worry about if they all fall out. So I have those 2 pieces. I want to grab one more, so let's bring in some more of that beautiful glitter paper. let's see. I need the pink. This is the petunia. So that's the petunia. Let me show you the difference. And here's the pink. Okay, so you can get an idea. All right, I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine again. I am going to cut this down a bit. Everything's falling all over the floor. Let me cut this over here. Okay, there's a piece that'll fit. And those two dies that I've already used. Let's grab this one. And the other one is green, so I don't really want to take that one. Let's see what these other dies are. Those are leaves. All right, let's just use that one. I'm going to do 2 of these. Turn it this way. And just pull that one off. Let's do one more. Right here. And just take those out. Now, let me just show you something on this, because again, I mean, I wish I could show you everything. This suite really has a lot to it. I'm just going to pull those out. Some of them anyway. All right, so I'm using them just like this, but we also have stamps that you can stamp and cut out, or you can cut these little guys out. Let me grab them and add to it. Those are little pieces that you can add on there. Lots to do with this. Okay, so I need, let's see, this one, and then I have these two. All right, so let me bring in my card again, and I'm going to finish with this. So I am going to add this right here, and this one right underneath. So what I'm going to do is, again, using my glue press, I'm going to add a little bit of glue here to hold that in place. Don't need a lot. I'm going to tuck that right under here. And then I'm going to grab this one. And I'm going to put that one right under here. Okay. Take a few seconds to dry there. I'm going to bring in a piece of, this one is 2 3/4 by 4 1/8. So that's 2 3/4, a little less than 2 3/4. That's for the front here. And then I have designer series paper. from that suite. And this is 2.5 by 4. And that's going to get layered right here. Now, again, I want to use, I only need part of that. So let's see what we can cut out here. How about this piece right here? Now, that's a sentiment die. So we're going to bring that one in. And cut that out. Again, don't forget to share my videos with your friends. That helps. What happens is the more views your videos get, the top of the food chain they go, and more people will see them. So it really does help us out. So I'm just going to cut this out. And now I'm not wasting that inner piece. I'm going to take that designer series paper and I'm going to glue that right on top because I only needed the outer edge. And this is, again, the designer series paper that goes with the suite. So while I'm doing this, which one do you want to see next? Okay, do that. And then I am going to add that to the front of my card base. Just like that. Again, it's standing up. That's how it would look. I'm going to bring in this piece. We're going to be using that. You want to be very gentle when you pull these off. Okay. And just take those out. Okay, I'm going to bring in a piece of white. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little glue, different spots. If you like this glue press, the link to order that from My Sweet Petunia is below, along with, don't forget, the online fun fold class. Okay, that should be enough to hold it. I'm going to glue that right down, just like that. While that's drying, I am going to grab one of the sentiments. I'll make this a birthday card. So I will grab the Petunia Pop and the happy birthday. And I'm going to stamp that right inside there. Then I'm going to take my paper snips. I'm going to fussy cut around it. Lots of sentiment dies for this set, as I showed you with all the cards that I did. And again, you can go see those on my Facebook page. I will have some of them on my newsletter later today, so you have time to sign up for that. And of course, the PDF for this will also be on my newsletter. Anytime you see a video of mine that maybe it's an older one, maybe you didn't join me that day, and you want the free PDF, just email me or message me and tell me what card it is, and I can send you out that newsletter if you missed it, or if maybe you weren't signed up for it yet. Okay, I'm going to bring that in. That's going to go right here. So for that, I'm going to use dimensionals. I'm going to place that right here. And now I have these pieces, remember? I'm going to actually tuck those down here. Just making sure that it doesn't go over the card. One more thing I want to do, I'm going to bring in another piece of white. I'm actually going to stamp. And you can see I got them both on one block. I am going to bring in the Petunia Pop and the Pretty in Pink and the outline edge of this stamp. They do this sometimes, they just use one block. I'm going to stamp with the Petunia. Then the more detailed one, I'm going to use the Pretty in Pink. And I am going to line that up as best I can the way I have it on the block. It's a little two-tone, but it's fine for what I want it for. I am going to bring in this die and cut that out. Now I don't want it to move, so I am going to grab a piece of washi tape. Or actually I have this new Post-it note tape. I like this. Either one will work. We're going to line that up. Wheel that through. And I have that piece. So I'm actually going to add this back here. So first I'm going to start with this one. That's going to go right back there. And then I'm going to add the Summer Sun right there. So let's add some glue to this. Slide that right inside there. Take this one, I think I'll do this one next. Again, add some glue here. You got a little more space to add glue on that one. Tuck that right there. And then taking the Summer Sun one. Tucking that down as far as I can get it. Just like that. Just going to hold that for a second. I'm going to take another piece of white, which is the 4 by 5 1/4. And since it says happy birthday, I'm going to take the Petunia. May all your all your wishes come true. We're going to stamp that. I am going to take the detailed part, just like that. Oop, did it opposite, but it'll work. And then add some pink. So it actually looks like 2 stalks. Got a little pink on there. We're going to add that. So right in here. So that's the inside. So when you look at it, let me flip the camera. When you look at it, it's going to look like this when they open it. It's going to stand up like this. And when they open the card, that's where your sentiment goes for the inside. Let's flip this back. I'm going to then bring in beautiful gems. These are the In Color Dotted Resin gems. And I'm going to add some of those. So I am going to go with the smaller ones and add some of those on the trellis. Maybe one right there. And then one right here. Whoop. And there you have a beautiful Z-fold easel card, like that. Let me show you one I did in the Petunia Pop. Again, I gave you a lot of samples of the suite itself. You can see it stands up. So this one, again, the pink, the Petunia Pop. What do you think? I absolutely love this suite. And then what I did was I had some leftover pieces, so I thought to myself, let's do a scrapbook page. So let me show you this, because these I had a lot of strips left over, and I wanted to use those. We also have, so these are the Memories and More cards. This is a 12 by 12 pink. There's the Memories and More cards, and I layered those on the Petunia Pop. So there are the cards for the Memories and More. And then we have these other packs, and they have flowers and sentiments and die, sentiment die cuts. So there's lots of those in the new catalog. This is the newest one I just got, and this is the layers and labels and layers. So what I thought I would do is take these strips that I have left over. And I don't recommend putting your glue on like I'm doing on top of your paper. But I am going to layer those strips since I have them. And you know you get strips and then you end up not using them. So I wanted to use these up. So that's what I'm going to do with this scrapbook page. I was going to save this for my scrapbook Sunday in a couple of weeks, but then I decided, let me do it now, and maybe I'll do the second page with some pictures. All right, and then I'm going to grab this one. I did have a lot of card samples for this, so I thought this would be something a little different. We all like our memory keeping. Okay, so now I got these other three, and they might be a little bit thinner. They don't have to be all the same size. All right, so let's see what ones we want to use. That's that, that's that. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one. Again, I wouldn't do this over top of your page, but I'm limited space here. We're going to add this one. Whoop. Right there. Then we'll add this one. You know, on my scrapbook Sundays, I tell you, it's all about the memories. Don't worry about the pictures. Sometimes the pictures are not the best, but whoops, there goes something on the floor. And then let me move this off of here because now I'm getting a lot of stuff on there. there. Now, I already took these cards and matted them. So then I'm going to just layer those right there and find some pictures later on. I know a lot of people say, well, how do you know what size to do your matting? Well, I don't if I don't have the pictures, but I know I have pictures that I can cut down to fit onto this matting. And of course, this is great for journaling. So we are going to add that one right here. I could actually do it this way. Oh, I like it. Okay, so let's do that one. Then I have all these pieces that I showed you from those ephemera packs. I don't know, it's such a hard word for me to say. And I can add those right there. So let's just add a little glue to the end of those. Put a little glue here so it stays down. It's going to go in a page protector. I'm going to add this one right here. So let's glue this down first. And this I'm going to use a dimensional. And then I'm going to add that one right there. I'm just going to use my glue press right now. This one again. We'll add this right here. And this is from the Spotlight. Where is it? Do I have it on here? I thought I brought it over, but our other new stamp set, Spotlight on Nature. I'm just going to add that. And I'm going to add that right here. And now I have a beautiful page ready for some cards, some pictures. And now I have the in color glittery gems, and that's what I'm going to add here. Again, if you're tuning in, thank you for bearing with me this morning and coming back and watching the replay. Again, I used to get so upset when the internet wasn't working, but not much you can do about it. I'm going to add some more down here. I'm taking the larger ones. Got that lined up just a little bit better. There we go. So these are all the new in colors. This is the new Memories and More kit with the ephemera packs, if I'm saying it right. What do you think? I love the way this came out. And again, here are the two trellis Z-fold easel cards that we did, or that I showed you, and then all the other cards. So this Unbounded Beauty is a gorgeous, gorgeous suite. It will be available on May 1st to demonstrators, to customers. It's available right now to demonstrators. And if you join my team in the Stampin' Up! Family this month, you can add that to as part of your starter kit. If you have any questions, don't forget to contact me. Thank you so much for watching, and keep on stamping, Stampers. Bye.